Show me.
Hello everybody, Martial Arts Film Freak here, and we're doing something just a little bit different this week. I've only done one tier list, and I had the help of Sean from Food for Thought on that one. But this time I'm going it alone, and this time I am ranking the films of, I guess we can probably say is my favorite active martial arts actor. The first few videos I ever did, probably like 10 videos within the first few months I was doing videos, were pretty much all on Scott Adkins. So yeah, I'm doing the Scott Adkins movies. I did a poll on Instagram whether I should do this or review the new Rurouni Kenshin movie on Netflix, which I'll probably do that too because topical. But yeah, I just figured screw it. I'm just gonna rank the Scott Adkins movies, like all the ones that he's like the lead or at least the villain, like one of the main characters of. I'm gonna tier list all of those. That's totally not because I didn't watch a movie this week. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. I am going to tier list all of Scott Adkins' films. 21 movies. Do it as fast as I can. Not as fast as I can, but I don't want to spend like a minute on every movie because I don't want to make a video that long. So I'm just going to try to sum up why a movie is great, why a movie is bad, why a movie is meh, and get this thing over with. Hope you enjoy. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below, and let's get ranking. Alright, so I'm going to have to do this a little bit fast because I've recorded this twice already, and both times something was wrong with the audio. So I'm doing it a third time, and I'm going to be as genuine as possible, I promise. I'm going to describe what's going on here. Top of the list, most complete. And of course, in reference to Yuri Boyka being the most complete fighter in the world. Bottom, champion of the toilets, because when Yuri Boyka was at his lowest, he was, as Marco Zodor said, the champion of the toilets. Let's get started. Undisputed 2. Undisputed 2 is a very good movie. It is Scott Adkins becoming a star to a lot of martial arts fans. He is the villain Yuri Boyka, but he is not the main character. It is a good movie. I do quite enjoy it. You know, I've actually been putting this in B, but now that I think about it, it's actually going in A. It is a very good movie. It's just not the most complete. Ninja somehow is actually also going in B, actually. Ninja is a good movie. Isaac Florentine directing. He's a fantastic director. The fight scenes in it are quite good. It's not quite up there with some of Scott Adkins' later work. It is a great start for him as the lead hero, but what is a fantastic evolution is Yuri Boyka going from villain to anti-hero in Undisputed 3, and that is the most complete. It is a near perfection movie. It has Urim Choi, it has Marco Zodor, Lateef Crowder, of course Scott Adkins, Isaac Florentine directing again. It's near perfection, and I've probably seen it more than any Scott Adkins movie or any Undisputed film. It's fantastic, and somehow going along with most complete, Universal Soldier Day of Reckoning. What do you got? You got like Andrei Arlovsky, I think. The fight in the sporting goods store is incredible. Somehow Dolph Lundgren has this ability when he is in a movie with a martial arts star like Tony Jaa in Skin Trade. Dolph Lundgren steals the show. Dolph Lundgren is fantastic, and the fight with Scott Adkins is so incredible. If you haven't seen Universal Soldier Day of Reckoning and you're a fan of the Universal Soldier movies or the original movies, you seriously need to watch Day of Reckoning. It's fantastic. And just, I think it's pulling a hat trick. I think that's what that means. Most complete as well. Ninja 2 Shadow of a Tear. Ninja 2 Shadow of a Tear is my favorite Scott Adkins movie. It's just probably perfect, and just I don't have a complaint about it. I love it so much. It is an 80s martial arts action movie better than almost any 80s martial arts action movie did it. I'm talking about the American ones, not the Hong Kong ones. Moving on to a movie that a lot of people probably didn't know existed, Green Street Hooligans 3. Yes, if you're a fan of Green Street Hooligans, did you know there's a second? And if you are a fan of the second, did you know there's a third? And that third stars Scott Adkins and Joey Ansa. Yes, that Joey Ansa. It's really actually quite good. I'm going to put it in B. Quite watchable, some pretty good fight scenes, but somehow a movie that stars Jean-Claude Van Damme and Scott Adkins does not have pretty good fight scenes. There's very little action in it, and I'm probably never going to watch it again, but it is alright. Assassination Games, going in C. El Gringo, alright action movie, more of a shooty gun movie than a martial arts movie. Okay action, worth a watch one time, probably never going to watch it again, going in C. Some of these movies are going to get pitied, like Legendary. Legendary is a movie starring Scott Adkins and Dolph Lundgren. I've never seen it, so it's going to stay out of the list. That's probably pitying it because based on how it looks, it would probably go in Champion of the Toilets, which is sad to say about any Scott Adkins movie, but Just not going to rank it because I've never seen it. What I have seen, because Scott Adkins is in it, and it's the only reason I watched it, was Legend of Hercules. Now, sometimes, you know those years when when like two movies come out in the same year and they're about like the exact same thing? That happened with Hercules. The same year Legend of Hercules came out, there was the Rock, Dwayne Johnson movie Hercules. And this one, though, stars Kellen Lutz as Hercules and Scott Adkins as the villain. Not enough Scott Adkins and too much Kellen Lutz and not enough action either. It's not a good movie. It's joining in Champion of the Toilets. Surprisingly, no, it's not surprising to me. Champion of the Toilets is also getting Wolf Warrior. I apologize to you Wolf Warrior fans, but I think you're just wrong here. The movie took two of the best martial arts action stars of the modern era, Scott Adkins and Wu Jing, and did jack shit with them. Also, it's just not a good movie. Close Range. Close Range is pretty good. Some okay fight scenes. I'm going to put that in B as well. It's pretty alright. Sadly, a movie that does star Scott Adkins is going in Champion of the Toilets, and it's Hard Target 2. The fight scenes in this movie are they're sparse, they're really short, they're not very good. According to Scott Adkins, they got like 12 days to shoot the movie. That means like prep time, getting it done and everything, so no time to choreograph, no time to make fight scenes. Especially because at the end, I think it brings in like Jija Yanin and Patrick Kazutang, who like they should have an incredible fight scene, and it lasts like 2 minutes and they barely do anything. Champion of the Toilets, very sad to say. Again, most complete, Boyka Undisputed 4. Boyka Undisputed 4 is fantastic. It is maybe not as good as Undisputed 3, but it is still very good. It is Boyka going full hero with a bit of anti-hero left in there, but it's Yuri Boyka, and Yuri Boyka, there's no reason to complain. Moving on to Eliminators. Now, Eliminators is actually also a movie that I have never seen. It is also starring Stu Bennett, aka Wade Barrett from WWE. It is a WWE produced movie. Scott Adkins is the lead. I've only seen a little bit of the fight scenes with Wade Barrett, Stu Bennett, and it's okay. But again, I've never seen it, so it's not going up on the list. So I will move on to Savage Dog. Savage Dog is a good movie. I'm going to put Savage Dog in A. Not quite most complete, but it is quite good. There is a fight that I love with Kung Lee. Kung Lee does not have the best on-screen fighting all the time. When certain people can really bring it out of him. His fight with Donnie Yen in Bodyguards and Assassin is fantastic, but his fight with Scott Adkins and Savage Dog is also very good. Also get a rematch with Marco Zoror from Undisputed 3. Recommend Savage Dog. It is on Netflix. You should go watch it. Hitting a bit of a middle point here, Accident Man. Accident Man is fantastic. It is Jesse V. Johnson directing. I believe their first time together was Savage Dog. And by Accident Man, I think Scott Adkins and Jesse V. Johnson definitely got it down. It is going in most complete. Co-written by Scott Adkins, it is based on his favorite comic book as a child. Also stars Ray Park, Michael Jai White, and I think that's really, and Amy Johnston. I almost said Amy Jo Johnson. Amy Johnston. Fantastic fight scenes. The fight with Amy Johnston is like a breakout performance for her. For a lot of people, she's fantastic, and that movie is fantastic. Seriously, go watch it. It's just so fun. Debt Collector. Now, Debt Collector is good. I don't think it is the best Debt Collector movie, as we'll get to later. I'm going to put the first Debt Collector in B. There's some good action, but what is good here, what is the best thing here is the relationship between Scott Adkins and Louis Mandylor, which gets better in the sequel, which is why it's going in B right now. But it is a good movie. Now, we're coming up on two here that, again, I have not seen. Incoming with Scott Adkins and No Surrender. I've never seen these movies. I really don't know what they're about whatsoever, and that is my fault. So they, again, are being pitied from possibly being Champion of the Toilets, and they're just not going to get ranked at all. I apologize about that, guys. We are moving on to Abduction, which, weird thing here, I have not seen. However, it stars Andy On and Scott Adkins. And what am I going to do, not watch their fight scenes online? Like, yes, I watched Andy On fight Scott Adkins, and you know what? It was glorious. So, I'm going to put it in B. It could be lower, but it could be greater. I don't know, but I'm putting it in B just because I've looked up the fight scenes, and the fight scenes are very good. Next up, Triple Threat. Triple Threat is a very good movie. Scott Adkins, Tony Jaa, Michael Jai White, Michael Bisping, Iko Uwais, Tiger Chen, and a little bit of Jija Yanin just for good measure. Fantastic fight scenes, very good movie. I seriously recommend it. It is on Netflix. It is going in A. A lot of people were disappointed by this movie, and I get it, because the thing about that cast, also directed by Jesse V. Johnson, is it should go in most complete, but something about it just brings it down to an A, which is still fantastic. I really, really recommend that movie. It should be in most complete, but it is going in A. We are moving on to a movie that should be in Most Complete, and it is in Most Complete. That is Avengement. That is Scott Adkins' very best acting performance. There's a loud vehicle driving by. The action is a bit different here. It's not your typical Scott Adkins flashy kick style. It is more of a like a bare knuckle brawler. Very British movie. Just very heavy British accents all over this movie. It's fantastic. The prison fights up to the bar fight, everything about this movie, it's probably a perfect movie. It's fantastic. Avengement is so good. Moving on to Ip Man 4. Yes, the fourth Ip Man film. Scott Adkins is the lead villain. And when it comes to being a Scott Adkins movie and an Ip Man movie, I'm going to put it in B. Not quite up there with the best of either Scott Adkins or Ip Man, but still quite good. This brings us to The Debt Collector sequel, and this one is certainly going in A. I don't think the action is amazing, but I don't think the action in a movie like this is really supposed to be top-notch Scott Adkins. There is some very good stuff. I love the opening bar brawl, and I love the dialogue. Scott Adkins' almost monologue in that opening scene is so good. He's truly evolved as an actor by this point. Again, his relationship with Louis Mandylor has only gotten better. The dialogue between them is so good, and their on-screen chemistry is top-notch. Some very good action, including an alley fight between Louis and Scott Adkins that is meant to be an homage to They Live, and it is successful in doing that. It is a very good fight scene in a very good movie. Moving on to Legacy of Lies. Legacy of Lies is a bit different. It is actually going, I hate to put it in C, but I think it's going in C. It's an okay movie. It's fine. I have a review on the channel for it. It's an okay movie, much more story-driven with not the best plot in my opinion. However, there is one fight scene that I did quite enjoy, a very good fight scene. But it's going in C. I liked it a lot. I may never watch it again, sadly. I accidentally put two Ip Man 4s in here, so that one's staying down here. But we are moving on to another movie that I have not seen, so it is also getting pitied, Seized. That is the reunion. That is the reunion between Isaac Florentine and Scott Adkins. Isaac Florentine directed a majority of those first movies that I talked about on this list, the first 6. It is a reunion between Scott Adkins and Isaac, and I unfortunately have not seen it. I don't even think I've come across it online or in store. But Seized, yes, I am going to get to that eventually, but for right now, it will not be ranked. I will move on to a movie that I have seen and I do have a review for, and that is Max Cloud. Max Cloud is far more a science fiction comedy. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Scott Adkins playing this, stupid space captain a la kind of, what's his name? Zap Brannigan from Futurama. But his action in it is quite good. Some of it is meant to be more funny than it is action-packed, and it is going in B. I do recommend Max Cloud. It's a whole lot of fun, a really good movie. But that is it. That is my ranking, my tier ranking of pretty much all of the Scott Adkins movies. Tell me what you thought in the comment section down below. What do you think of this tier ranking? What would you move? What would you say is most complete? And what would you say is champion of the toilets? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Head over to Facebook, where there is the Martial Arts Film Freak Facebook page, Instagram Martial Arts Film Freak, Tristan_Glover on the Twitter, Martial Arts Film Freak on TikTok, because I do some stuff over there every now and again now. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.